Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. I hope my internet stays intact. So we're going to get started. Yes, thank you for saying hello and where you're from. We have Germany, Singapore, New Jersey, a wonderful variety, North Carolina. Welcome, welcome, and please say hello to your global community. We have UK. Oh, all right, wonderful. So I'm going to jump in. Today's a slightly different format than what you might be used to on a weekly basis. And that is because we are going to talk a bit about the manifestation formula and how that applies to the new program that Pillai Center has released that we're inviting you to. And then we'll move on to the Power Time update for this week. But don't worry, the manifestation formula is something you will take value from regardless. So what is the Shreem Brzee manifestation formula? There's 3 parts of this formula. Part 1 is the clearing process. And if you joined our 21-day manifestation journey, you might remember the whole first week was dedicated to the clearing out, karma removal, releasing, letting go. And Dr. Pillai teaches that that is a must in order to move to the next stage, the next step, which is to create what you want. You cannot build a new house on top of an old foundation, right? And if you do, it might not be very stable and you might not have the end result of what you want. So very important to clear out that foundation, clear out those negative thoughts, those old habits, those preconceived notions of what you can and cannot have, what you deserve, what you don't, limiting beliefs. All of that is deeply embedded into our mind, our body, and our spirit, our consciousness. So it never ends, right? You're always clearing. It's not like I did it and it's done. Never. You never did it and it's done. You did it and you're going to keep doing it. That's how it goes. So it's just one of those things. It's the proverbial peeling the skin off the onion. So so very important. And we teach this. In fact, next week, I am doing a whole webinar at this time in order to teach the techniques for clearing. So very important component in the first step of the manifestation formula. The second step, after you've begun your clearing process, diffusing your negative thoughts, then you want to focus on what it is you want to manifest now. Because whatever was in the past is what you maybe wanted to manifest then. But now something is different. Maybe it's a new lifetime, maybe it's a new decade, maybe it's a new day, and you decide you want something new, and that's perfectly perfect, because this is what we want. Every moment is new. We want to move clearly into our future. And so to create, we have techniques that Dr. Pillai has given on how to manifest. So visualization, infusing passion into what it is you want to create, having clarity. Clarity is so important to what it is you manifest. And Shreem Brzee helps bring you clarity if you don't already have it. But there are also steps to helping you gain that clarity. In fact, we did that on the last full moon workshop, if you were there. And if not, I highly recommend you watch that video. So creation, and then Shreem Brzee is part of the creation process to help us to get clear on what it is we want and to manifest. By the way, Shreem Brzee is also important in the clearing phase. Dr. Pillai says specifically Brzee is for clearing negativity, clearing scarcity thoughts, clearing karma. Okay, so that's step one, that's step two, and step three is now we're accelerating, we're empowering, we're enhancing the ability to create. And you can accelerate it, make it go faster through certain processes, certain techniques that Dr. Pillai has taught, rituals, group synergy. What is group synergy? Group synergy is more people get together, the energy is compounded. It's more than just the two of you by yourself. Now you've created this synergistic energy that is greater than us, right? And that's what we do when we come together. That's why coming together is so important. When we do our meditations, we do group gatherings, all of that. You're bringing energy and you're contributing to the group and you're making that whole bigger, okay? So there's that, and there's power times, which we come together every week here and talk about why they're important. Excuse me. So power times are accentuated windows of time where what you do makes a bigger difference, basically. And so we want to tap into all of these techniques, the rituals, group synergy, power times. Another one is power objects, right? Yantras, statues, pictures, things that help bring that energy even more. So that's, in very short, the manifestation formula: clearing, creating, and accelerating what it is you want to create, and using Shreem Brzee to do that. So you're using what you want to manifest with the mantra, and that's going to help accelerate your results as well. So why is this important? It's important because this is what we teach all the time, right? We taught it in the 21-day manifestation journey. We continually do free webinars and teachings around this formula. And now recently, Dr. Pillai asked us to put together a program that took these techniques, these foundational techniques, and put them into a 4-week course. And that is what got birthed as Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. And this is a little summary. There's 4 weeks. There's many different, there's 4-week group teaching calls and meditation sessions. There's 4 weekly pujas or sound and light offerings. There's 4 live group interactive fire labs, and there is over 21 hours of chanting and group meditation. There's a lot packed in to this 4 weeks. In fact, I think it's 33 hours of us getting together, right? Like, it's a lot, and not a lot in the sense that I want you to feel like it's too much, but we're offering a lot, and you can take advantage of whatever works best for you and your schedule, and of course your budget. So the foundational teachings that we brought from the manifestation formula into this course include how to diffuse your negative mindset. Dr. Pillai he gives techniques about how to do that. Certain karma is stored in the throat. We're going to do that together, learn that together. Dr. Pillai teaches how your mindset will shift how you see the world and how you're able to manifest inside of that. So we're also going to talk about how to monitor your thoughts. Dr. Pillai is very big on this. And so we'll give techniques on that. Goal setting, orienting yourself towards what it is you want to manifest, and moving towards that in a pretty practical way. So there's practical and divine ways to manifest. I talked about that on the full moon also. So that's totally free. You can go watch that video. Manifestation meditation with Dr. Pillai. This is a beautiful meditation where Dr. Pillai brings Shreem Brzee into all the senses and has us visualize how and what it is we want to manifest. And then how to create your dynamic daily practice. Everyone is different, and we have different schedules, we have different desires. So we'll teach you how to kind of break down everything you've learned and put it into a daily practice that works for you, because that's all that matters. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work, right? You need to be creating a practice that you're going to do, right? Don't do some ideal pie in the sky I'm going to meditate for 2 hours a day. If that's not if that's not practical for you, that's not in your schedule just yet. And maybe it will be someday. So that's the overview of the foundational teachings and why and how they're so important. And if you have any questions, don't worry, I will get to them, and you can post them along the way or wait till I'm done. So the Sunday teachings are every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. They include a group meditation that we're going to do together. It's not the 4-hour meditation, it's maybe a half hour or so, plus the teaching of the module, so that you not only can read about it or watch videos in the course, but we're going to go through that teaching each week so that you can ask questions and also connect with your community. And these are private, and the Zoom session, not publicly aired. This is a paid program, so it's for those who want to commit to being in this course. So that's the Sunday teachings and meditations. And those sessions will be about an hour and a half, depending on how many questions we have or how long we entertain those. Next, we have 4-hour full moon meditation immersion, which is going to have recorded audio from Dr. Pillai chanting Shreem Brzee and doing guided meditation. There's going to be a flow to this so that we're using the techniques for diffusing karma as well as creating and infusing the body with Shreem Brzee. So there's several different meditations that will be combined as well as chanting. And that's going to be the 4-hour immersion. We're going to use this same format for the other 4-hour meditations. But full moon is so important because, as you know, because you learn about the power times every week, the full moon is the peak time of the entire month to be tapping into Shreem Brzee and using that energy and power. Also on the full moon, you will be doing a full moon meditation and full moon fire lab with Priest Premraj. So that's another 2.5 hours plus our 4-hour meditation. We'll probably just round it up and do like 8 hours together. So that's 8 hours of immersion, ritual, group synergy on a power time, the biggest power time of the month for Shreem Brzee. And we just learned about why accelerating and how accelerating your manifestation is so important. Full moon is the ideal time to do that. We are going to be together for almost 8 hours. It's going to be incredible. So that's your 4-hour full moon meditation immersion. Those same meditations will be done every Friday. That will be hosted Friday evenings Pacific time. So it will translate to wherever you are, whether it's morning Asia or kind of 3 a.m. or so, in the UK and Europe, which is a great time to meditate, by the way. And it'll be on your Saturday morning. So hopefully you have the day off. So we picked times that were ideal, hopefully across the globe, to really incorporate this 4-hour meditation. And again, Dr. Pillai wanted us to do this. He said, it will make the biggest difference if you can chant for 24 hours straight. And then he said, well, maybe that's not possible, but instead do 4 to 8 hours. So we're starting with our 4 hours, and that's what these meditations are. So far this month, next month, we'll be doing 5 4-hour meditation immersions. Okay, well, Power Time package. I've talked about this a bit before. I already talked about the full moon fire lab and the full moon meditation that will be happening on that day on full moon. And then there's also for Friday light and sound ceremonies or pujas, and that is the ideal time to tap into that energy. Again, the power time. Again, the benefit of doing it together in a group. Priest Premraj guides us through all of these, and that's why we love these particular rituals. Now we have this Friday. So this Friday is a very special day. It is the 11th moon. It's the 11th day of the month of February, and it's a Friday. And so when those power times are coming together, we get the unique archetypes of the Golden Ganesha, Hiramba, Shreem Brzee, and Vishnu. They're all coming together during this auspicious time. So we are going to have a group fire lab, again with Priest Premraj, on this Friday. So if you join this program and you join the all-inclusive on Friday, there's going to be an hour puja, then there's going to be an hour fire lab, and then in the morning US, and then in the evening there's going to be 4 hours of meditation. So that day you're going to get six plus hours of group ritual chanting meditation together. So we're really maximizing these power times during this program. Next we have, well, it's not in order actually, because we have the 11th, which is Friday, and then the next one together is going to be the full moon, which is the 15th, which I already talked about. And then the next ritual after that will be on the February 23rd, which is the Anuradha star. And you might have learned some of that from these weeks I've been doing these Power Time updates. It is the birth star of both Brzee and, Vishwamitra and Shreem Brzee goddess. So Lakshmi. So we have a really wonderful kind of energy coming together, especially on a Wednesday again for Vishnu and Lakshmi's power. And we'll be connecting with these amazing archetypes that really help fuel Shreem Brzee energy. The next fire lab we have is the February 26th. It's a Saturday. Saturn is really great for what Saturn's blessings help us to overcome karmic suffering, including poverty, including scarcity. And then we have the 11th moon, which is Vishnu's moon. So we have, again, some nice power times coming together that we're going to get together and perform this fire lab. 13th moons are for karma clearing. You're going to have rituals done for you in India. These will not be live streamed, but they will be done on your behalf, these hydration ceremonies. So part of the clearing process is having rituals done for you. Part of the manifestation formula is to clear. So that's why these are included. And then you have 3 packages to choose from. And then so you can join. We have the fundamental level, which is the least expensive. That one includes the weekly meditation and teachings every Sunday. The premier includes all the weekly teachings plus the immersions, plus the 4-hour immersions. And then the all-inclusive includes all of the above plus the rituals. Now you're getting into the ritual packages. So that is those are your options. So I see some questions that I'm going to answer about this before we move on to the Power Time update. So yes, Wahid, this is the paid program. So we've been doing everything for free, and we're going to continue to do that. So don't worry if the $47, which is the fundamental level, is not in your budget, no worries. We're going to keep doing all the free stuff we do. But for those who want to go deeper into this process, for those of you who want to enjoy these 4-hour immersions, the rituals, all the things that go into this package, that's why we put it together. So yes, this one is paid, but don't worry, all the free stuff is not going away. Question, is it okay to redo the 31 days? I'm not sure what 31 days you're talking about, but everything that we record on YouTube, please watch at your convenience. Everything that's in these programs are recorded and you can watch at your convenience. If it doesn't work for you, you're at work or you have kids or whatever that is, by all means, use your time wisely that works best for you. What's important is that you do it. Okay, if you can participate in group energy, then yes, do so. And if it's going to cause you, heartache in your life, then don't, right? Watch it over again, because the energy is captured. The empowerment, the energy, all that is captured on the video. So don't worry. All right, other questions. Lakshmi, do you know when our coupon codes for the all-inclusive student will be uploaded? Coupon codes for the all-inclusive. In what program are you in? Because if you're in a current program, such as Mystery School or Wealth Power Time events, your coupon codes are already in your course. If you're in another program like Mystery School or Wealth Power Time Events, you already have coupon codes in your course and you've been sent an email. So check that out and use those codes in order to get your discount on this program. You will get some savings. Anyone in Wealth Power Time Events, you're getting that money off total, the all-inclusive, because the all-inclusive includes Wealth Power Time Events. So of course we don't want you to pay double for that. No, so it won't clash with the free Friday chanting that happens at 8 a.m. on Monday, because our pujas happen at 7 a.m. Pacific time on Fridays. So 1 hour before the group chanting is our pujas. Now this Friday, we will have an overlap because that 11th moon is happening on this Friday, and Priest Pramaraj needs to do it inside of the power time where he is in India. So first we'll have the puja, and then right after we will have the fire lab. So if I were you, I would prioritize, and you want to join this program, I'd prioritize this week, this fire lab, and then next week you go to the free group chanting. Okay, great. Glad you were able to use your coupon codes, Rara. Any questions about the program? All right. So now we will move on to our Wealth Power Times of this week. So we are in our waxing phase of the moon, and we started this last week, and it'll move all the way through to February 15th, which is the full moon. And so we're in an ideal time to create, to build. Also why it's a wonderful time to be joining this program, because it's a time where you're getting into manifestation. So the 11th moon this week, super powerful, everything this week kind of guiding into this abundant nature. So I talked a bit about this 11th moon falling on our Friday, very powerful. It's this week, so we're getting these wonderful archetypes to support our wealth. If you don't join the program and you're not joining those rituals, then on your own, you should be chanting Shreem Brzee extra. If you have a statue or a yantra, you should be hydrating that and doing a little bit more of your meditation. Next is, okay, so that was the 11th moon. And then we talked, and now this slide is a bit about why it's extra, because it's Friday. And if you do anything during the Venus Hora, like we do our Friday pujas, they're done on a Friday during the Venus hour of that day, it becomes a triple power time. So we invite you to make the most of this day. Next, we go to the 13th moon. 13th moon is for karma removal. It allows you to remove and let go of these unwanted negative thoughts, scarcity causing thoughts, emotional patterns that we've had from this lifetime, maybe other lifetimes. And you do Brzee at the throat. Brzee at the throat is a wonderful way to be helping you get rid of this karma. I also did other techniques that you can look at on the YouTube channel, like karma removal with lime and lemon. So you can check those out and perform them on Sunday. I will also be hosting a free Diffuse Scarcity Thoughts webinar on that day. So on the karma removal day, we'll be learning about karma removal or diffusing, negativity diffusing techniques. So please join. It'll be the same time next week as this session. So I hope to see you there. We'll go a little deeper into several different techniques for clearing your karma. The other free techniques or free events we have this week are the Friday group chanting at 8 a.m. Pacific. And then actually, I will not be doing the, I should say, the webinar next week on the 13th, we'll be replacing the Shreem Brzee meditation and power time update. But I will include a bit of the power time update in our webinar next Sunday. So the Shreem Brzee tip of the week: spend more time with Shreem Brzee. Spend at least, Dr. Pillai recommends we spend at least a couple hours chanting, meditating, and being in communing with Shreem Brzee. So spend a little more time. You have the power times that are the ideal times to spend that time. So you can set yourself an hour, 2 hours, even a half hour, whatever it is for you, just a little bit more, up that game, right? Increase. Okay, now we'll get into some questions. Do we get the discount code for Wealth Powertime events? I'm not sure what you mean, Savorian. So if you are in Wealth Powertime events, you get a coupon code for Shreem Brzee Manifestation Immersion. If you're in Manifestation Immersion, the all-inclusive, then the Wealth Powertime events are included in that program. Otherwise, there aren't any other kind of cross coupons. When will you be posting the times? I asked the team to post the times, and they did. So it's on the sales page. If you look below this video, there is a link, and you can click on it. So, question about being able to join online and from a technology standpoint, it's via Zoom. So all you have to do is click on a link and it'll bring you to a Zoom session, and you'd have to download Zoom on your phone or your computer. Actually, I don't know if you have to, if you're just joining. But if that doesn't work for you, there are local numbers that you could just join in and listen and not see. So there's several ways that you can join. Or you just go into the website and watch the replay because the videos are uploaded. What is the proper thing to do when a Ganesha crystal gets chipped? You should not worship it. So any statue that you have, if it gets broken or chipped or anything like that, then you wouldn't want to use it for ritual, but you can set it aside and look at it. It could be like art, or you could submerge it in water and release it into nature. That's the other thing you can do. Hydrate the statue, how? So Dr. Pillai's quick and easy way to hydrate a statue or yantra is literally just pour water over it. That's the quickest and easiest. We have other teachings on how to do it with more substances such as milk or orange juice or yogurt, honey. But the quick way is just hydrate it with water, pour it with your right hand over the object, and then chant Shreem Brzee, dry it a little bit, put it back on your altar, offer some light, incense, a little maybe veg food or sweets, and incense, a flower. That can keep it quite simple. Any other questions? So someone was asking about who's hosting these events and how are they going to go. So I'll be hosting all of them. I don't usually host all the events in a program, but with Shreem Brzee, it's my love and passion. And I will be hosting all the teaching calls, all the meditations. Priest Premraj will be performing all of the fire rituals. If you've seen him before, we've had him on some webinars. He also does the full moon fire labs, if you've seen that. I love his guided rituals because he speaks perfect English and helps us understand all of what is happening. So as a Westerner, it sometimes can be very confusing about what's happening in a fire lab. But he guides us the whole way. Okay, now we're doing the Ganesha Puja. Okay, now we're doing the Varuna Puja. Okay, now we're going to do these offerings and how you participate at home. Like, okay, receive the light. Here it is. Here's the blessing that's coming. Okay, now pray what you want, or put your prayers into this offering I'm going to put into the fire. So it's very interactive. I really love that aspect of these rituals. This is Dr. Pillai's insight. He wanted people to from all over the world to be able to feel like they are participating in a ritual. Because Dr. Pillai loves rituals. He said they are more important than meditation. Being able to connect with the divine in this way that was ancient and calculated, that brings results. And that is very much what Dr. Pillai wants us to have, is results. So he says rituals more important than meditation. And so that's why we put so much into bringing these rituals to you in a way that hopefully work for you. What is a good mantra to use to clear karma before chanting Shreem Brzee? So the easiest thing to do is to continue using Shreem Brzee or simply Brzee. Now, if you've tried that and you feel like you're not getting results, the other mantra that Dr. Pillai gives is Thiru Nilakantam. I'm going to see if I'm going to spell it, Thiru, Thiru, Nila, Neela, Kantam, Kantam. So that mantra is to remove karma, specifically from the throat, the body. So if you feel like you're not getting good results, use Thiru Nilakantam first, and then Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Can we get the Shreem Brzee statue online? You're going to have to write to us, office@PillaiCenter.com, unfortunately, because we have a low quantity, and I'm not sure if they even have any at the moment in stock. We don't have our store posts turned on for that reason due to COVID restrictions that were there and supply. There just wasn't as many made. And so we can check to see if there's one for you. What else? Oh, wonderful. Rara said, I hydrated my Varahi statue. She brings quick results. I use turmeric water and everything is being sped up in my life. Yes, turmeric water is another great substance to use if you have a statue you're using at home. Absolutely. Yes, so here's another question about the mantra. So you can also use Ganesha. So we try to keep things pretty simple in the Shreem Brzee world for folks who are coming in and just want to do Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee can cover everything, from karma removal to enlightenment to material prosperity. However, if you want to get into other mantras, there are a couple others that we can recommend. One is Om Gam or Om Gam Ganapataye, which is for Ganesha. Ganesha can remove your obstacles, so you can do that first. Next is Thiru Nilakantam, which helps to remove karma. And then Shreem Brzee. And the fourth one that we sometimes recommend is Om Namo Narayanaya for Vishnu, the consort of Lakshmi. And when 11th moons appear, that is a great mantra to chant for that. So if you're just getting started in Shreem Brzee, please don't worry about any other mantra. Just stick with Shreem Brzee and establish a practice. That's what's going to be important. But for those of you who have established your practice and are feeling comfortable and wouldn't mind adding another mantra or so, then those are a few that we recommend. Yes, the Shreem Brzee says she likes chocolate. Absolutely, chocolate is milk-based sweets, and that is a perfectly great thing to be giving. Where can we download by the mantra? So I'm pretty sure there's a audio either on SoundCloud, which is free, or on Pillai Center YouTube that you can look for Thiru Nilakantam. There's definitely Om Gam or Om Gam Ganapataye with Dr. Pillai. My recommendation is you make sure it's in Dr. Pillai's voice. These teachings are empowered by him. He is the co-creator of Shreem Brzee, and he holds an empowerment when he is chanting it. So please make sure whatever mantra you're using, that it's in his voice. And yes, I'm sure it's either on Pillai Center YouTube for free or Pillai Center SoundCloud. Any other questions? Questions about the power times, questions about the manifestation formula, questions about the new program. This new program starts on February 11th, so it's starting this Friday, and we're going to jump in with 6 hours of different gatherings that day, if you're in the all-inclusive version of the course. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited about it. Dr. Pillai has been talking about a new Shreem Brzee program for quite some time. And we've just had so many things going on at Pillai Center, we didn't get a chance to do it. So it's manifesting itself, and it's very exciting. So the link in chat, or it's not in chat, it's right below. If you look under the video on YouTube, you'll see the link there. I will post it in chat though as well. There you go. Thank you, Hero. This person said, thank you for showing up and spreading this life-changing modality. Your work over the years has changed my life. That's why we do it. I love hearing that. Thank you so much. That is why we're here. The reward. All right, so if there aren't any other questions, I will go ahead and conclude. Making sure there aren't any other. Nope, nothing else to address. So you have the link. I hope to see you in the program. Don't worry, we will continue to have all of our free stuff. In fact, we'll have a free webinar next Sunday as well. And but I do think it's important, if you are serious about Shreem Brzee, to make the commitment. This is actually something I wanted to mention. So I had opportunity to be with Dr. Pillai on his birthday. He went out for a walk. I felt so blessed to be in his presence, and I was telling him a bit about this course. And he said, he just turned to me and he said, they have to feel like it's an emergency. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, anything that you want, it's an emergency. It can't happen next week or next month or next year. If it's going to work, it has to be an emergency in your life. You can't live without it. What happens in an emergency? You don't call someone to get, you don't call someone to get some sort of input. Your rational mind isn't kicked in. You act immediately to get out of that emergency situation. If your house is burning down, you grab your family and you jump out a window. You don't think about what to do or when or how long it's going to take. You just take it. And so I invite you right now to look and think in your life, what right now should or could or is an emergency that you're not acting out, that you're not treating as an emergency? Is it your wealth? Is it your living situation? Is it having or not having a car? Is it your job or your career? What in your life could be an emergency, but that you're not? You're thinking, that'll happen later. Maybe I'll make a little bit more money. It'll happen in a year, happen in 3 months, happen in 2 months. What if it were an emergency and it had to happen right now? How would you be different? How would you act differently? What would you do differently? So it's an emergency. It's an emergency. Whatever you want right now in your life, if you treated it as an emergency, you would take immediate action. So that's the message from Dr. Pillai I wanted to pass on to you. He also mentioned how important it is to have the mantra in the mind all the time. And that's one of the things we're going to go through in the course. How is that possible? Diffusing negativity, the negative thoughts, and keeping the mantra present as long as possible. So I wanted to pass that on. Dr. Pillai had that feedback for us. Excuse me. I see some other mentions in the chat. Okay, that was it. All right. So Rara, I do know that Dr. Pillai does know about the 24-hour meditation. that you all did in mystery school. So great job on that. I did pass that along too. All right, folks. So that's it for this week. Have an amazing and blessed week. I hope to see you on Friday, the 11th moon Friday, power time, amazing power time. We will be spending 6 hours together if you join Shreem Brzee Manifestation Emergency. Otherwise, I will see you next Sunday at the Diffuse Negative Thoughts webinar on this same location, same time. Have a blessed Shreem Brzee week, and we will see